Guys, so today is flocking day. Got my flock in a box that I just got from Amazon. It comes in these 5-pound packs, and all you need, it says, is a spray bottle with water and then either a sifter or some kind of strainer. I'm gonna try both and kind of see which one works better. The instructions seem really simple. You basically want to get your branches really wet with the spray bottle. That kind of activates the powder, and then the powdered snow through the sifter or the strainer, and just strain it all on the tree. I'm thinking that the strainer might do kind of more that chunky snow look, and the strainer might be a little bit more dusting, so I'll try them both. I kind of like that where it's real thick snow pieces. So I'll see what works best to get that effect than more of that just dusting look. So I'm just working in the garage. I have a tarp and then a sheet laid down just to kind of be my barrier. I think this is probably gonna get pretty messy. Cade's gonna come out here and help too. I'm sure that'll be a crazy mess once we're finished. And I think I'm just gonna, kind of open up the branches and take one piece at a time. I kind of left them all separated just to, I think it'd be easier to cover that way. And then I brought out my garland too. If I have enough, I'm gonna try to do the garland that I'm doing at my stairs as well. So the instructions kind of say you're gonna spray the branches first to get them really wet, and then go ahead and fill up your sifter with the snow. I just got like a little scooper out to scoop it. And so you're gonna have the spray bottle in one hand, spraying while you're sifting. So kind of like a simultaneously doing both at the same time. So I'm gonna try to get Cade to come out here so he can be my sprayer so I can film and show you us doing it at the same time. Okay, so I just sprayed the whole tree really well and have started shaking the snow all over. And it says to keep like spraying too, so I'll try to pick up this sprayer and keep spraying it. But it's looking good so far. All right, what do y'all think? So it also said after you're done in like the certain section that you finished, you spray the water kind of as like a sealer all over too, and then try to let it just take in. So I think what I'll do is like do sections at a time and then let them all kind of settle, and then flip them all over once they've all kind of settled and the snow is like stuck. And then I was also thinking, so this first piece I did is the very top of the tree. Once I get to the bottom parts where, the leaves are, branches are much wider, I'm gonna try to stand it up if you can see. And then that way I think I could really get all the branches all around a lot easier than it just laying flat. You spraying?
Yeah, I'm spraying.
Okay, getting every branch. All right, here I go.
I'll help.
You wanna switch?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Oh.
I can't reach that.
It's okay, it's okay. Here, hold on, let me put it back. And then I'm spraying while you're sifting. Stay over here.
I keep tasting.
I know. Kind of gets in your mouth, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh. Almost out.
So I've got 3 sections done so far. Some of them kind of fallen over, but having them stand up definitely makes it a lot easier to get all the different branches all at once instead of like having to do one side, flip it over, that kind of thing. So I just had I had it lean on something while I was spraying and doing the sifting, and that seemed to work a lot better. So got 2 more pieces to go. So make sure, I found it helpful to like really get inside the branches and kind of, instead of just coming from the top, like go inside each one. And honestly, at first I was worried, this almost started falling on me. I was worried I was going to need to be conservative with it. And so I was really dusting really lightly, and now I'm just kind of pouring from the edge, like pouring, you know, a little bit to get kind of more of that clumpy look, because I definitely have enough. I don't have to try to spread it out, because I think what I have is gonna go a long way really easily. And where I might go, you know, a little bit thinner with it, like on the insides, I've been trying to go, you know, more thick on the branch, the edge of the branches, just because obviously that's what you're gonna see, that's what you're gonna put ornaments on. That'll be more noticeable than trying to get, you know, the whole tree more of that thicker look. So if you just focus on more of the edge branches, and that way you don't have to waste it throughout the whole tree. So here she is. I'm still decorating, but I wanted to go ahead and show you guys how it turned out. So after the last video, I let everything sit and we left for a few hours and then came back home, put the kids to bed. And then I went around and just filled in some areas that were missing, or I wanted to get a little bit more thicker pieces, and then sprayed all of the different sections really, really well, and then let it settle overnight. And then the next morning, Brian and I brought the tree in and put it all together. During that process, and then, you know, just fluffing out all the branches out, there definitely was, you know, kind of that excess that fell off. So it got a little bit messy, like around the floor. But once everything was, all the branches were kind of fluffed and, you know, all spread out, it's really set and held really well. So once I had brought it in and it was all put together, I went ahead and did another just cover with the spray bottle to really try to make it harden and set in. I think that really helps just get it to really stick to the tree and not just kind of flake off. So I did that and then let it set, and then later that night I started decorating it, and I really am so happy with how it turned out. Just to give you kind of a reference, our tree is 10 feet tall, and then I got 2 5-pound bags, and I used 1.5 of the bags on the tree and then on the garland. And the garland, I feel like a lot of it got wasted. You know, you're not covering as much surface area, so whenever you're dusting the snow on, I think a lot of it kind of gets wasted on the sides. So I really think I could have gotten away with just the 1-pound bag, especially if I didn't do the garland, which, you know, if you have a tree that doesn't have the snow on it, I think it's a great deal to save money. Instead of buying a whole nother tree, just, you know, order 1 5-pound bag from Amazon, and hopefully, you know, it'll keep and just as much as, you know, any of the other flock trees if you were to buy it that way. I think I have a little 3-foot tree that is flocked, and I got it probably 5 years ago, and each year, you know, I can kind of tell there's a little bit of pieces that come off, but for the most part it holds really well. So hopefully doing it yourself will be the same way. If you have any questions about the process or anything, just contact me or write a comment on the blog, and I'll definitely help you out. Hope you enjoyed the video.